Hello, everybody. I'm here early. Move this over so you can see those better. Since I'm not working on them right now, I'll wait a few minutes. I'm early. But it is December after all, so you got to take these times when you can get them. If you're watching this on replay, feel free to skip through these first 10 minutes or so while we see who is going to show up. Audiences are also kind of tough this time of year. That's okay. It'll be ready for replay. I am finishing up a slim fast for lunch. Instant meal. Separating these. I thought I had them separated. You know, it was when you manually cut something, I was left with some, instead of 2.5 inch wide, I was left with some 2-inch wide. And I just realized that when I looked at what I had done the other day. I had some time and came in here, but didn't turn the camera on. Pull y'all up on YouTube. There we are. One watching, and that would be me. I'm going to use this minute or two to take a good picture of these three. Could get them separate. Okay. All righty. Hi, Nancy. Oh, Thursday afternoon is my, oh wait, it's Tuesday. Tuesday and Thursday are my set days at 4:00. However, since it's wintertime and I'm painting in a North Light studio, 3:00 seems to be a little bit, my light lasts a little longer. So there's that. And then last Thursday, I thought it was Wednesday. So there you have it. And it's probably going to be a little dicey until the end of the year. Maybe, maybe not. But I'm glad you're here. to find a place to put that. Yeah, and I've got a little Christmas dinner to go to tonight, so I had to be kind of cleaned up. At least I can wash my hands, don't you think? I don't know if you were here the last time or not, but we did that big sheet of paper and just actually got a lot of mud on it. Next time I use the PH Martins, I'm going to thin it first. I mean, dilute it. So I cut all these into 2.5 by 3.5 inch cards. So I thought we'd just paint some smalls today. I have some marked as favorites. So what I kind of like to do is just go through and take this one and then switch and just pick it random and see if you can paint them. That's always a little bit fun. I heated my coffee earlier this morning and got it too hot to drink. Cool. But I would have, you can see the backgrounds here. That's some of the tape that I put on, or the washi. So this one you can see a lot of the background in, this one a little bit, and this one none. So you can kind of use whatever you want to use. It's hard to catch everybody's live. I'm just puttering. I'm going to go here in a minute because I told everybody 3 o'clock. And again, if y'all are listening on replay, you can skip through this first part. And I've signed myself up for 3 pretty good commitment classes. I don't believe you ever learn enough when you're doing this kind of thing, doing art. So anyway, I'm doing Kara Bullock's Faces, which is a monthly class. I'm doing Wanderlust, which I haven't started yet, and I'm doing Una Biagioni. It's Italian. Doing hers. And hi, Kitty. Glad you can make it. So anyway, I've been working on Una's. Really focused on it because you, for me, I have to really focus. And if she says something that I've never done before, I do it. But what I'm trying to do in her class is loosen up, get more of a spontaneous look over. So anyway, this is one of the assignments, one of the first assignments. And it's acrylic on paper, which acrylic is not my first love, but so anyway, that's and she said, don't worry about doing the transfer to drawing and all that. You know how to do that. But I like to do what she tells everybody to do because going back to the beginning on things, you remember stuff you thought you had down pat, but you don't. It's just it's always good to review. All right. I'm going to do this that. So anyway, I'm looking for something And I want to try to not cover up the background again. Boy, I got a lot of good ones with the washi tape on them. These are all so dark. I think that first one I picked up might be the best. I think I like that one. Three o'clock, that's what I said. So we're going to go here in a minute. Are y'all ready for Christmas? I sure am wanting to put some dark up there, but I'm going to leave it alone. But you'd be amazed how much detail you can get on these little bitty cards. And this is using full sticks too. I don't use pencils rarely. And I hope I encourage some folks to try soft pastels. I really do like them. I just caught myself looking back through my cards, and that's a no-no. Once you pull one, use it. Because if you get caught up in, well, would this be better for that, or would this be, and then the main thing is just to get going. Hey, Joycey. So, $3 o'clock, let's go. I'm going to take these down. Remember, if you want me, I know you want me. If you want to ask a question or talk to me, put it in all caps. I'll be more likely to see it that way. Boy, I put those down. I'm going to move the camera just a little bit. I think we'll move you closer too. Okay. I'm going to do some little sketching here. This is a charcoal pencil holder. You can put one in each end. Pretty cool. So I want this offset. That would be my center. And then I want my top to be about right here. Not a perfect ellipse, but it will be. I think I can come up a little bit more. Give me a little more graceful curve out. And then we're going to do the tablecloth thingy. About like that. I'm going to leave the background because the purple will look really good with the blue in the vase. And I'm going to wipe off part of that charcoal. It's kind of a bluish white. I'm just going to block this little guy in. All right, I'm going to have more tape here. Oh, guess who's home? Okay, so this is all white. Let's just go ahead and this is an ellipse. An ellipse is an oval shape that changes dimension depending on how you're looking at it. So if you're looking at it straight like this, you'll just see a line. So ellipses are equidistant. If you put a straight line through it, just a vertical line, all four quadrants will be the same. So I go about making just a real big mess there. And then we come down. And I'm going to use this hard purple. This is a Holbein. Blocking in the areas where it will be blue. That is a half shape, but it doesn't mean it has to be that. In fact, I probably won't do that because it's too tiny. And we're not going for realism. Hi, Joycey. I thought about you last week because I didn't give you any notice that I was not going to be here, because I thought last Thursday was Friday. I got all discombobulated. And I'm going to come back with a blue. I believe this is a Rembrandt. Get the shadow color up underneath here. change. Nope. Yep, that's blue gray. Let's do that one. Anyway, I've been really enjoying my classes. And there's some white in there that's like that. And the rim of this. Okay. And it comes out further. So what y'all been doing fun? Hey, Artful. Good to see you. Y'all make all the newcomers feel happy, and I'm not sure that Artful is, but if this is your first time, welcome. And if you like what you see, be sure and subscribe. I keep looking for that little piece of white that I've been working with. I thought that was it, but it's a creamy color. Okay, so we'll get a white. Well, it's sort of white. Nope. Here's a white new pastel. Let's see what that does. Not much. Okay. Let me reach over here and move a few things and get her. No, I thought I saw a white Sanaye, but I need to do some work over here. That's white herb. And what do you do? And I'm going to come back around this. And just feather it a little bit to clean up the edges. Actually, I want to be in kind of a grade. There's that purple again. This is how you get Teatowny thin lines as well in pastel or oils, either one. paint your line on or whatever you want, and then come back in and go around it, and that'll get that line smaller. Trim it. It's a matter of speaking. It is cold over here in this north window, I can tell you that. And I've got my lips too big. That's okay. Or sometimes you don't. I sometimes don't. And I haven't been over here on this side of the studio in, gosh, about a week. And the good thing about this kind of stuff is that nobody knows what your source looked like, so it doesn't matter. Creating illusions. my thing had gotten this ellipse or the opening got a little bit out of control. That's better. Now put this white mark back on. Better. And then we've got some little highlights back here. What I'm doing right now is getting both sides the same. I'm trying to leave as much of that background as I can. Got any little last minute Christmas gifts you need to get? These little things are wonderful. Dingy dingy. There are tools you can use to do this. One is just copy in the half that you like and then fold your sheet of paper in half vertically and trace the other half. That works. I'm not blending colors together. I'm just tapping them out. Mine looks nothing like the photo. And it doesn't have to. Okay, let's see what we got here on the. I'm doing the grayish color for the dark part of the cloth. I'm going to smooth this out a little bit because smoothing again is different than blending. I want the cloth to look smooth. I think I'm going to bring that little cloth right over the top of here. Not quite dark enough. You see what I did was just camouflage the bowl part of my shape. And here I come again to mess it up. And then we have just a little bit. All right. So much for planning because I had it drawn over here. All right, there's number 4. Is that collage paper? Yes, it is. I put, let me show you one. I used washi tape. And then every time I put something on it, I went over it with clear Liquitex gesso. And here's one of the Asian writings. So these have a pretty good amount of grit on them. Put a little bit, replace a little bit of what I covered to look a little more like the background. That helps a little. I think we're going to call it done. Declare victory. These are the first 4 I did. I did these the night that we did the big sheet. There's 1. And here's 2. Here's 3. And then 4. Okay. Yay for me. It's fun to do stuff that you have nothing invested in. This was a piece of old paper. Ta-da. Thank you. All right. Now here we go. Pick another picture from the favorites. I wonder what I did with these. I've done that one and that one and that one. No, they were on ampersand, not ampersand, Art Spectrum's sanded paper. So that gives me 3 more. Okay, we'll go up to the top because I just added some. What I like to do is just almost like pin the tail on the donkey. There's one. It's a sky. And that will have most of it covered. I want to do these cards again. I feel like I screwed them up because I got so dark. Let's go with this one for no other reason than I like the that dull reddish color. I also work on hi Gail, all kinds of stuff, Dabbler. Sometimes it's journals and sometimes it's pastels or watercolor. So that's on there. Crooked. Give yourself a little bit of a head start, get the darn thing on straight. Now, let's do a horizon line. And our sun is going to be about right there. So we'll have yellowish color right in here. And then our sun thing will be here. And we'll just have to do that for the and here's an old wives' tale about yellow skies and blue. You can't put the yellow next to the blue. So you need a reddish orange, something that'll make them more purple in between yellow and blue. I am going to put that in, rub it into the tooth. Because I don't want any texture up there. Those of you who make cards could just make an opening on the front of your card for this little piece of artwork and gift it. So we'll put a little bit of a pinky color. Wait a minute. We need to leave 4:45. Okay. What time is it? I got another hour. Got to go to a little Christmas party thingy. Now I think that I've got this just a little too big. I put a little bit of a different blue, just for interest. And maybe a little different one. Now these on top can, well, I mean, anything can be done, but these can be, if you wish, a little more texture. And this one comes up about like that. Okay, our ground, I'm going to go ahead and put in orange. know what? I can leave part of that showing. So I don't want to cover up all the orange because that's going to give me a little sparkle. There. That works. Let me look back over here. Bye, Dabbler. Hope to see you again. And this is a very believable horizon all by itself. So now the next color I want to put down is this kind of buttercup yellow. Let's see if it's dark enough. I think so. I'm not pressing very hard. And I want some over here. Look at what I'm doing. Putting yellow on top of that blue, but it's not turning green. It's kind of streaky. Now, let's see. Same color I just had. I'm going to modify this just a little bit because I like the way that looks next to the horizon. So I'm going to move my bright shape right up there. And so now I want a white that leans toward yellow. I don't want some more of this lighter color. It looks pretty good. Hoping it doesn't turn green on me. I'm going to use this little bit of brownish color. Kind of dull down the sky a little bit. All right, now let's see. Here's my white schmink Sennelier. I don't have very many schminkas. And it will only take so much, so I'm going to give just a little hint of bright yellow. Because that's what makes the white whiter. And I think we're done. Doesn't take much. Thank you. Nice horizon. And y'all couldn't see my source. I'm sorry. Mine looks like an atom bomb. Because I wanted to keep this in here, so we don't want it. We don't want any stinking atom bombs. And my edges should be soft. Okay. All right. This is excellent practice too. All right, let's pick another one. This is the one that comes up. A sunlit adobe colored house in Santa Fe. Well, these cards are kind of ugly. But they don't look so ugly with something on them, so shut up. Shut up, Vicki. Let's use this one. Now, do we want it that way? Do we want to paint it vertical, horizontal? So what we're after is this right here. All right. I'm going to try to do this where y'all, but I'll have to move this down where y'all can see. Okay, now if I put this right there, Move. See, I was thinking about that. Just the trouble, masking tape doesn't last just real long. The point of this taping exercise is to be able to paint all the way to the edge. Because for the life of me, I can't get it straight if I want to have a pretty little 1/4 inch border. There. Whew. We got some work to do. All right, first thing, let me check you guys. I can't read that, so I got to go back to my phone. We are picking up some viewers from the pastel world, at least on the replays. I'm going to come in with a purple and pull it down because I don't want the, I don't really want that exactly in the halfway mark. And then I come down a little. It goes up a little. And then we have this. I guess I'm going to have to come up just a little. I'm just going to underpaint the whole thing with this. And I'm going to put some sky in. And I'm going to smooth it. And there we go. Now, let's put a tree. And then we've got a little one coming that way. You don't want anything coming off in a corner. So there are trees. Let's see about green. Greenery here. So I'm just coming in all one color right now. Make sure you've got some greenery coming over the trees. All right. Let's go ahead and add a little more blue. Remember, I work pretty much back to front. There's your little buddies, Gail. Quit staring. Do something even if it's wrong. Okay. And then put some cool green. Just a few marks will make a big difference in the way your green looks. And now I need some dark. It's like a zigzaggy line there. All right, so we've got a purple. It's pink. It's soft pink. It's this is just a little bit of yellow ochre. I'm just scratching it. Now I need a bricky color. There's a little bit of that. A little bit of this, that, and the other, as Jerry would say. I'm not going to get the door in. It sure is purpley. And my window goes in right here, which I might get a little bit of the door in. Should be a nice one to paint big sometime. So we already got that. Okay. Get that back wall. Still haven't put my sticks back in the box where they go. Too hard for that one. Okay, get serious. Hope y'all are working along on something. Okay, now we've got a little wall. Comes just there. And I think for expeditious sake, because this is small, I'm just going to bring this tree on down. And we're going to edit out that. No, we're not. You're reading it wrong. Okay, I don't want to do that. That takes out all of my lighting on the building. So we're going to have that wall stop. And that is such an odd color. It's kind of a pinky. Pinky purple. This one's not turning out so good. Scruffy looking trees, huh? Some of my Scenarios are powder, which means they'll be in the pastel making bin. Randy's home, so I guess I need to go get ready. Okay, so let's try some blue, dark. I should be back on Thursday. have a doctor's appointment. Nothing serious, just a checkup. This may look better after it sits for a while. Alrighty. You see what y'all are saying? Yep, Daddy's home. He took them straight outside. So that's what happened. Let's lighten that sky a little bit. All right, we're leaving it. Leaving it for now, guys. And I will see you on Thursday, hopefully. Tomorrow afternoon, I get my silicone shot in my knee, and it's desperately needed. So I will either see you guys late tomorrow afternoon or Thursday. Okie doke. I'm looking at it through the monitor, and it's not that bad. Alrighty. Love you guys. And I'm going to kick off here for now. Bye.